Hi everybody, Nick Fisher here, registered dietitian for CoreLife of Bel Air. Thanks for joining me today for Cooking It Up with CoreLife. This afternoon, in between my patients, I'm going to be doing some grilling. So before we get started, to remind everybody, as always, email or call us to get scheduled for a telehealth meeting, and then you can always track your progress on the Rote Patient Monitoring Program and the CoreLife app. So to get started here, let's talk about grilling. Bear with me here. I have to grill outside. So there's a sunlight. My neighbors are weed whacking their yard. So there's kids. So you may hear some other things because this is real life. So big thing with grilling is, number one, I love it because I like being outside. But I find that a lot of times our patients have these questions like, how can they make it healthier? Or what can I do to make my burgers better? And things like that. So one of my go-tos is, number one, when I'm grilling out, whether it be at my house or somewhere or going somewhere like a summer party or something like that, I always tell patients, think about limiting the amount of options you have, because if you have burgers, chicken, wings, 13 different meats on the grill, you're going to try more of each one. So if you think about ahead, maybe having a few less items, you're less likely to try as many. Number two, I like to say, think about your plate in a balanced sense by getting whole grain bun, so it's a better bun, having it, but then not having, seconds of the potato salad or the pasta salad. Have your burger on your bun. And I'm a big fan of marinated grilled vegetables because they're really easy, really fast, and really inexpensive. So for today, I'm going to drop us down a little bit here. We have vegetables marinated in just Italian dressing. Just a generic Italian. They're marinated overnight. We've got peppers, squash, mushrooms. We've got, excited about bringing moderation what we're doing and having less options. If you're going to have hot dogs available, which I love a good dirty hot dog, these sausages, I got them from Aldi's, they're chicken breast. Much like the breakfast sausages, they're lower in calories, 70 per link, and they're the size of real hot dogs. And then the burgers we have here is, I got 6 burgers out of a 1.25 pound of meat. But these burgers, because there's minced up vegetables in them, they're about 25 to 35% vegetable. So, you added veggie here. You still have your meat, a lean meat. We have a whole grain bun, and we have more vegetables. So I'm going to spin around the grill, and I'm going to throw some things on so you guys get to see it. All right, so the grill is hot. It's ready to go. I'm going to turn it up because it was about 500 degrees. So let's get some burgers on here. Like I said, these are about 4-ounce burgers. So once you put them on, something I learned working restaurants is to touch them less. Let them cook. Let them get their grill lines, but you don't want to keep flipping them. Let the grill do the work. So there's our burgers on. Then we grab our veggies. So you can see we got our veggies here, colorful, bright. You can hear my neighbor weed whacking. We're just gonna throw a bunch of these on. The big thing is you want to cut them so they're big enough to not fall through the grill. Like I have these mushrooms here. They're big enough to not fall through, so you can just lay them on. Get a bunch of these peppers. I like to do the peppers the cut side up because the skins burn really quickly. And this way they at least cook and get hot and soften before the skin starts to burn. So let's get a few more colors on here just so you guys can see what it kind of looks like. And I'm going to show you the finished product. Do that. So, again, those burgers are going to sit. Let them sit for a couple minutes. Let them cook through the bottom some, and then you can flip them. You'll get the grill lines, but you don't want to just keep flipping them because you run the risk of breaking them and the juices are setting. So let them kind of be. So I'm going to grab a finished plate. So here's what a summer cookout could look like. You got half your plate of vegetables. I did a sausage with this one because there's 70 calories. I did a burger with cheese, whole grain bun. All of this here is right about 500 calories, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, because I don't have a bun on the hot dog or the sausage. But you can see this isn't about taking less. It's about balancing more. Another good idea for everybody to do, I'm gonna move this back inside real quick, is that my burgers, I season them very heavily so the meat itself tastes really good, so I get to put less condiments on top. But before I make the patties, I actually take a little meatball sized piece off and cook it in a skillet. That way I know it tastes good from the start. That way I'm not having to second guess. So again, use these kinds of ideas to balance your meals out. And have half your plate of vegetables, have your sausage link. You can get better ones. Have your burgers, make them taste good, make them part vegetable, and get a whole grain bun. It's easier to go with this and give yourself more than it is to go to a cookout or cook out at your house with your family and think that you don't get anything to eat, because that's just not fun for anybody. So give some of these things a try. By all means, subscribe to our CoreLife channel. Give me questions on this cookout. There's plenty of questions to ask. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you next time, and stay healthy.